Just keep pouring. When my 22-year-old son was maybe about a year old, maybe 2 years old, I used to read him a Bible book that was appropriate for his age. And I would read this to him almost every night. And it'd be like a little paragraph of a Bible story. And at the end, it would be something to give him something to think about. And it would start off by saying, think about this. And then it would summarize what the story was about, but give him something to think about. And I did this to him regularly. And one night I was really tired, and he was acting like he wasn't paying attention, and I was just frustrated and thinking to myself that this probably isn't working, and I'm probably just doing this for nothing. And as I was thinking this, I was still reading, but this is what was going on in the back of my head. And when I got done reading the story, he said, think about this. And it just reminded me of how we don't need to be so concerned about what the outcome is of what we're doing. Our goal and our job and our responsibility is to just keep pouring. We may never see the end result of pouring the good into our kids, which is what we are supposed to do. At the same time, we don't want to be like Jonah, who sat there and waited, looking to see what was going to happen to the Ninevites, because that's not our responsibility. God just tells us to keep pouring. You may feel like you're pouring for nothing, but Proverbs 22 verse 6 says, start children off in the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. If your parents did not pour into you the good that they should have poured in, that does not relieve you of the responsibility of pouring into your own kids. To this day, I get a glimpse. I can look at all three of my kids and I can see a glimpse of God working in their lives, and some of the things that I have prayed over them or said to them actually coming into fruition. And I think that one of the reasons that I'm able to see a glimpse of what God is doing is because I am more focused on doing my part, which is pouring into them, than I am of seeing the end result and seeing what the outcome of their lives are going to be. That's not my responsibility, and that's not something that I embrace, because that's how much trust that I have in God. I have two encouraging scriptures. The first one is going to be Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. My second one is going to be in Psalm chapter 116, verse 16. Truly, I am your servant, Lord. I serve you just as my mother did. You have freed me from my chains. I chose that scripture because a mother's responsibility is to be a good example.